That is a stunning piece of wood. I would have never thought in a million years that that would have ended up coming out. Don't even see it very well because it's so shiny, the light's reflecting off of it. But I took that bit. So this is the project. I'm calling it my prehistoric bowl, as you can see from the title. The reason being is because it's old, chunky and rough around the edges, just like me. So, sticky and horrible. So yeah, yeah, nothing else to say really. It's failed. No good. So I'll see you guys next week. Fresh new project, one that works. And take care. Speak to you soon, and bye for now.
Good afternoon. How the devil are we all? Hope you're all well. Thank you very much for coming and joining Nick and myself for another Sunday Lunchtime Live, the first of 2024. Hopefully bigger and better than 2023. So, those who came over on Friday night, thank you very much for coming over and joining us. What did I do? If you didn't come over, I turned this nice little bowl from my club challenge. No bigger than 150 million diameter, no taller, should I say, than 75 millimeters, and I think it was 148 by 73, something like that. So close, but not near enough, or not close enough. So that's for that. So that I did that Friday night. So thanks everybody who came over and joined us for that. So back to today, hashtag week. As we said, beginning of last year, we're going to finish. Yeah, Nick, you all right? Right, okay. So as we said last year, beginning of last year, we're going to gradually make the hashtag weeks a little bit more, not difficult, but a little more challenging. So this month's this month's hashtag is something that we've done before. I'm going to give it a little bit of a twist. It needs to be something that is a shape. So hang on, let me finish. So it's hashtag wall art, but you're not allowed to just do a circle or a rectangle. It has to be
or a square.
It has to be an unusual shape. So a hexagon, a triangle, something like that. It has to be an unusual shape. If you can, off-centered. So a little bit of off-center turn as well. So it makes it a little bit more interesting. So it's not all made from the center. That would be absolutely perfect. So I'm going to show you, or I'm actually going to do a hexagon. I'm going to show you how to work out for a perfect hexagon, and then I'm going to turn mine off center. I'm using mine on the cold jaws. I've set the cold jaws so they're off center, and I'm going to turn it via the cold jaws. If you don't feel safe doing that, then don't do it. Please do it so you feel safe. If you wanted to, you could drill your hole off center on the back of your workpiece and then just do it on one off center axis. It's totally up to you how you want to do it, but that's how I'm going to do it. So while I go over to the lathe, Nick's going to welcome you all in, and then I will show you how to work out for a perfect hexagon. I was nearly said hexagonal then. Hexagon. So, over to you, Nick.
Well, good afternoon, everybody. Excuse me. So, we've got Wood Wizardry by Colin, Paul Finley Woodturn at Home, Ruby Clare, Copper Rail Woodturn, sorry, I got itchy ear. Gerard the French Turner. We've got Norman Greenwell. Michael McEwen. We also have Lynn's Handcrafted Wood Signs, Christina Michael Hesseltine, Rex B, Doug Miller at Woodspun Around, the Yorkshire Git, Graham Brown, Mike U Ilminster.
That's a bit of a mouthful, Nick.
Which is time of day? Paul Houghton, you say it.
Greasby.
Graves. It's not. This is spelled Graves.
Is it? Oh, Greasby.
Right. Wurzel the Wood Butcher. Chris Dodds. Dancers with Aardvarks. Grandpa Jim Woodturner. Vinnie Charlton. Susie Swiss Woodturner. Alan Gibb. Terry Heckington Arts.
Terry.
Brian Hartwood Turner.
Brian, how the devil are you, chaps?
Michelle's on as well.
I'm Michelle. How the devil are you? Happy New Year, everybody.
Andy the Valley Woodturner. Joe Senior.
Joe, how are you?
I think we're there. So if I missed anyone, just put something in the comments and I'll give you a shout. Oh, David J. Heath, the Guildford Carpenter.
Ruby Claire,
Oh,
say
and
Ruby Claire.
Debbie Gothard. Yeah, I said Ruby Claire at the beginning.
Did you? Okay.
And Jennifer's Craft and Creations.
Well, welcome everybody.
Hopefully that's everybody.
If Nick's missed anybody, then just shout and we will welcome you in. So anyway, welcome everybody. And if I haven't said already to you all, Happy New Year. If you weren't in Friday, right? So to create a perfect hexagonal, the easiest way to do it is to do it. I've got to put my phone on silent because my daughter's sending loads of photographs, and that's going to keep pinging. So I need a tape measure to start with.
That's Casey.
Yeah, I know.
It's obviously from the zoo.
Zoo. Right, so we want to circle the maximum size we can get out of our board. So this bit of board is 188 millimeters. So let's half that. So it's 188. So it's 94 roughly. So 94 millimeters. Get to the edge of our board. Just make sure that it's on the edge of our board, which is just under, so that's fine. So then we're going to do a circle. Then what you need to do is you can cross it, but you can go from any point, doesn't matter, and just use the same one to mark your 6 points. Like that. And then obviously point to point.
Gerard put a more serious note. What's cooking, Chef Nikki? Well, we haven't decided yet what we're having for tea.
Just the two of us.
Just the two of us again.
Just the two of us.
So I have got some veggie prep to put in the fridge, but we don't know yet. See what takes our fancy later. Let's see what the daughter sent, shall we? Oh my god, 13 pictures. Aren't open.
Right, so just bring all our points together. So there's our hexagonal, and just like magic, there's one already cut out. So that's how you do your hexagonal. So perfect 6 sides, all equal sides. Got a knot in the back of this bit, so this is going to be our front. So what we're going to do is we're going to mount that into our chuck. So as you can see, I've set my cold jaws so they're off center, so it doesn't really matter where you mount it. This is a biscuited piece of wood, so as you can see the joiner, the biscuit in there. So we're going to mount that in there somewhere. Get our chuck key. Now, like I said from the start, if you don't feel safe doing this, don't do it. If you want, you can bring up tail stop. Tail stop support. Making sure it's nice and tight. Make sure you just nip that out properly. So we want that nice and tight. And there's our off-center piece. So it's going to be spinning quite erratically, but we will see how it goes. Are you reading comments or?
No, so I was just looking at the pictures. Terry said, "Blimey, Steve, you've been to night school over Christmas."
Who said that?
Terry.
Terry. Good old Google, Terry. Good old Google.
Woodward by Colin said, "Lol, Terry, bit technical, innit?" Colin, Izzard's on.
Right, Colin, how are you? Right, so I'm
Terry
just going
to... That's what I thought, Colin.
Well, you don't have to do it. You can do a triangle. Triangles are easy.
Gerard said, "If you don't have good enough cold jaws, could you not glue it on a large piece off centre?"
Yes, you can do. can do that. Totally, you can do it however you feel safe and however you want to do your piece. I'm just doing it this way because this is the easiest way for me. So what I'm going to do first, I'm just going to face this off, and then we will gradually bring in some shapes. What I might do is I might rotate it so we get some rings in different places. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. So lay down low, gently stop. These cold draws are the maximum speed of around about 600 RPM. So we don't want to be exceeding that. So that is 550. So we're just gently going to be facing this off. Just to get it flat.
Boys, the boys on.
Right, Roy, how you doing? He's now going to ask what the hashtag is. So we just want a little bit more.
Making a mess.
Making a mess, yeah.
That's one thing you're really good at.
All men are good at that.
And no, we don't have to bring it into the house.
Yeah, I like to share my hobbies.
Yeah, well, I'm not interested, mate.
Trying to take such a fine cut off of there.
Roy's put, yes, what's the hashtag? Terry put, because Roy is late again.
The hashtag is wall art, but it's got to be, it can't be square, it can't be rectangle, it can't be round, it's got to be an unusual shape. So I'm doing a hexagonal, as you can see, but I'm turning it off center. Press the right button helps.
Ryan said, new cameras are working great, Steve. I have you on the big screen. Oh, God, I bet that's frightening.
But that's John Scarborough question.
Yeah, and my comments showing. That
well,
one did, obviously.
That one did, obviously. Right, so this, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to quickly sand that up.
Can't see anything. Just quickly scan them through, but I can't see anything before that one, John.
So I'm just going to quickly sand that up. Reason being is that when we've got it turned, we obviously don't want, we want it all sanded up. So,
Barry's Wood Creations is on as well.
right, Barry, how you doing?
Joe Garofalo's on.
Right, Joe, how you doing? Do you know what would be easier than actually using a inertia sander on that? An orbital sander. So get the orbital sander out quickly. Just quickly rub over with the orbital sander. That'll be a lot quicker.
Door. James Dunn is on.
Right, James.
I will forgive you, Roy. But he had to go and get an urgent prescription because his wife's poorly.
Say again, I didn't hear that.
Roy's late because he had to go get an urgent prescription because his wife's poorly.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Hope you feel better soon, Diane. Oh, sandpaper pads. Ouch, that's my ankle. Pads are in there. So that was. What's this one? So that is 180 grit. That'll do. So we'll do up to 240, I think.
Robert Bortwood is on.
Sorry? Paul Lockwood.
Robert Bortwood
Oh, hi,
and
Robert.
Brian with a Y. Hi everyone. Question: does it have to be a geometric shape, or can it be freehand cuts, live or natural edge?
Who asked that?
Brian with Y.
Always one, isn't there? There's always
Does
one.
it have to be a geometric shape, or can it be freehand cuts, live or natural edge? Be anything, can't it?
Well, as long as it's not a square or a rectangle or a circle, as long as it's an unusual shape, I'm happy with that. But it's got to be an unusual shape, not just a rectangle or a square or something boring. Do you know what? When they make these packs, they never make them to go back together once they come apart, do they? Stay. All right, we'll need 240 now. 60, 240. Yeah, so it's got to be an unusual shape. So if you want to cut it by freehand, then cut it by freehand. I'm quite happy with that, but it's got to be an unusual shape. And again, if you want to you haven't got to off center it, you don't have to do off center turn on it. You can do normal if you want to. All right, that's up to 240 grit.
Very nice, Terry. Move off for lunch. She said I'll watch the rest later. Take care, Terry.
See you later, Terry. Hope you're not going to that pub and getting fat again. So, right. So I just watched Friday, or not today, but yesterday. I watched some clips of the Friday Night Live back, and my mic seemed to vary in volume. So I've just upped it a little bit and see if that improves it. But anyway, that's thanks. Right. So also I'll put some circles in it because it is a wood turning piece, so we're going to put some circles in it. So we're going to get spindle gouge. No, not spindle gouge. Spindle gouge? Yeah, spindle gouge. What's about you?
You.
What?
Spindle gouge? Is it spindle gouge?
Yeah, spindle gouge. So just going to do a couple of circles. So obviously the centre is going to be here. So we're going to find out where our widest and our narrowest point is. So this is going to be our narrowest point. There and there. So if we go over that, then we're going to go off our piece. So if you wanted your arc to come off the piece, then obviously you go over that, or here, sorry, you go over that. But if you want your circles to stay within the shape you're creating, let's say, you need to keep within those 2 points. So obviously you need to mark your two narrowest points. So our first narrowest is there. That's just under that. And then our second narrowest is there, and I've come just under that as well. So, like I say, if you want the arc to go sort of arc on the outside, then you're quite happy. You know, you can just bring it over as far as you want, because obviously our widest point is, where's our widest point? Here. This is
pays in the long run, believe you me.
Yeah, definitely. So this is our widest point. So let's put a mark on there. Let's put an arrow on there so we know that's a widest point. and then arrow on there. That's our widest point as well. So we might put some on the outside. Do you reckon? What do you reckon? On the outside? I don't know. Let's keep it on the middle to start with. So let's do.
Ruby said, what's the diameter of the piece?
The diameter is 165 millimeters, Ruby. So let's do one here to start with. So just a little bit of nibbling out. We're going to come back the other way. Just put a little bit of a curve in the bottom. Curve. So,
Robert said he just bought a set of cold jaws before Christmas, so we'll give them a test run.
oh yeah, get them out, Robert. Right, so that's our first one.
You drank your coffee.
I think so, didn't I?
It might be
Yeah.
cold.
Yeah, I drank it. So that's our first one. So what we're just going to do is we're going to sand that up.
Right,
And
I'll
then-
be back. Sorry.
I'll be back. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to mark that. We'll find our centre, which is there. Put a line where our centre is going to actually put a circle where our centre is going to be, and I'm going to mark the maximum width of my lines there and there. So then hopefully I can get all the circles the same size. That'll be the plan. Let's just move this camera in a little bit so you can see it a little bit better. So that's the idea. So I get the lines all the same. So let's quickly just sand this up. So we just use a little bit of Abranet up to about 240. So that's quite a good finish. So we'll do 180 and then 240. A bit of soft pie in this, so I don't expect the best finish on it. But 240. Like that. So now we can turn that. So obviously we're just going to turn up one wrong key. We're going to take it one revolution round. Is one enough, or should we go two? What do you reckon? Actually, let's go two because there's 6 sides, so we move it 3 times. So, nice and tight again. So we're going to find our centre, which is there. We're going to line our centre line up with our new centre, which is there. And then we're going to go between these 2 lines here to create our second circle. So first line, I think that should need to be pushed back a little bit, I think. So they should be around about the same size, he says. Just trying to get a nice curve in the bottom of that. So that will do. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to quickly sand that up again.
Oh, but-
So that's our second one. So what we'll do now is we'll rotate that around again by 2. So the same direction. So 1, 2. Just tight back. So we're going to find our centre again. So we'll find our centre again. There. We'll line up our centre mark with our centre, like so. And then again, we're going to go between these 2 lines here. So any questions? No, you're not talking to me?
I'm just reading just a minute. So Paul is on at 1 o'clock and Rex has asked if that's 1 p.m. UK time. Rex said, did you see Mark's video on Colwyn's shop? Any ideas to enhance your shop?
I haven't seen enhance my shop. I haven't got a shop.
I mean,
I haven't.
workshop.
Oh right, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it yet. I'll have a look at it later if I get a chance. I did see it pop
Just
up, but
wanna-
I haven't had a chance to watch it. I know Colwyn's got a nice new shop.
Hello?
All right, so that's 180.
What did you want? What's the matter?
So that's
Text me.
my 3 inner rings. It's quite smart. Actually, I quite like that. Quite duty. Just clean that up a little bit there.
Benjamin's on.
Hi, Ben, how you doing? So you haven't got to copy what I'm doing. Obviously, I'm just doing what I want to do. But obviously, you do what you want to do. As long as it's a strange shape, that's all what matters. So these need to be painted now. I think they need to stand out. I think. What do you reckon?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's quite a cool effect. Actually, it looks
Whatever
like
you said. Ward Wilson's on.
she's not listening to me, guys. She's not listening to me. It's like being in the workshop with my own as normal. So what I might do, I might sand and seal it. I may spray it all black, and then sand back the front so the middle stands out. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. I didn't think that far ahead, to be honest. Just get a little bit there. I don't know if I really want to put any more turning on it, because obviously too much. It's only a small piece anyway. I don't want too much on it to ruin it.
Door 60s on.
Door, Andy, shall I say? So I don't want to go over the top with the turning on it. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some sand and sealer on it, and see what happens, really.
Sand and sealer. William Kenny's on.
All right, William, how the devil are you? Let's get some sand and sealer. I'll put some spray on it, but I ain't got any other one out. I'm hoping my lady's going to be at the club meeting on Wednesday night so I can get some more. Good afternoon, Mark.
Mark.
Gentleman Woodturner.
Oh yeah, hello, Mark.
Can't hear you.
I just lifted my earpiece. I didn't hear you.
Lifted your earpiece up. Is that why we couldn't hear you?
Yeah. Susie said paint black and gold leaf in the grooves.
Gold leaf.
Rex B said, what about making a second exact copy and painting one and something else with the second one?
Something else. You think I can get another one like this, do you? Alright, so give us a good coat of sand and sealer. The whole piece needs sealing on the edges, really, so I'll take that and seal the edges as well. Because if not, when I spray it, I won't be able to sand the edge, and that'll soak in and mark all the edges as well. So I don't really want that. So let's put you on a different camera so you guys can see. Make sure we seal there because it's end grain. Seal there really well, because if not, the paint will soak into the end grain.
Is that grain that's at the end?
Yep.
Not the beginning.
That's the end of the tree. It's at the beginning and the end of the tree. Why do we call it end grain if it's at the beginning of the tree as well? Let's do the back as well while we've got it out, just in case. Quite like that effect. It's quite cool. All right, so let's get some black ebonized and lacquer. You haven't got to use ebonized now. Use black paint if you wanted to. So let's just zoom it in a little bit. So just let that dry a little bit, and we'll get some ebonized and lacquer on that.
Brian said, centre the jaws up, then turn a dome in the centre. It looked like a flower.
I did see that. I would do, wouldn't it? Look quite smart. Alright, so let's get this a little bit of a... What's my... What's the matter?
That don't matter. I'll tell you later.
Alright, so let's just give this a dusting. Alright, so a couple of light dusts of black over this. So we just let that dry off and then perhaps give it another coat. Just hit the hot air gun on it.
Colin said resin fill the grooves.
They're all one colour then, aren't they? Mind you, they're all going to be one colour anyway, I suppose. I'll just check that, see if we need to give it another coat. See if we've got any bits you can see through. There's a little bit there you can just see through. So we'll just give it another light dusting.
Michael McLuhan said just like watching paint dry. He's good at that,
What's that?
making you watch paint dry.
Yeah. How'd that lid get down there? So what I'll do is once we've finished it and it's dry, I will clean all the sides up.
I did, Roy. Read what Brian with the Y put
What?
about the dome in the middle, make it look like a flower.
Yeah, you did. I just chose to ignore it. Ignore it, Roy. No. It's a good idea. That's not what I want to go for. Texas Doug.
No,
Is Pole Barn in? Doug from Pole Barn in?
I think so. Can't see. Not his boys put that.
I just see he said Texas Doug. Must be Doug Miller then.
No, Doug Miller.
Oh, right. I guess I didn't think Doug Miller was from Texas. Oh, he's from Michigan. Oh, okay. My mistake.
No, he says Kentucky.
Yeah, he is, but Doug Pole Barn is
right.
from Michigan. Right, so that's dry now. So what we'll do is we'll stick that back into our jaws so we can hold it. Like so. Nice and tight. It's still a little bit green, that paint, so we're just going to dry it off a little bit more. That's better. That was a little bit tacky still. So let's just take that off. So we'll get 80 grit back on. Now this is going to ruin our... If you're doing this, make sure you use an old bit of sandpaper, because this will absolutely just clog this right up. So...
Ben, but I love causing
Can't hear you.
confusion.
Can't hear you.
Ben said he loves causing confusion.
Oh, right.
Mark's got to go.
See you later, Mark.
Said looking good so far.
Right, so that's 80 grit. $120. Stick on there. Stick on there. The final one, 240. That's as far as I'm gonna go. I'm only gonna go up to 240. So that's up to 240. Just blow all the sawdust out of it. So to make your eyes spooky. Like,
Paul Finley's got to go. Catch up later.
See you later, Paul. Thanks for coming over. So now we need to decide what we're going to do. Do we colour these one colour, that a different colour? Yeah, I think so.
So Len said, I use black primer, does not penetrate the wood as much and sands off easier. When you clear coat it, you don't know the difference.
No, too. It's true. It doesn't matter. I only use the lacquer because that's what I got. The black lacquer. That's what I got. If you sand and seal it, it won't soak into the timber anyway. Right. So let's get some colour on there. So I'm thinking the intrinsics, maybe intrinsics, maybe carnivals. What do you think, guys? Carnivals or intrinsics? So we could do this one colour, these big ones are one colour, and these little ones one colour. And I think that'll just give it a little bit of pizzazz. Do you want some pizzazz? No? You're not talking to me today, then?
You're talking to me, I thought you were talking to the... You got one that said carnival.
Anybody?
And one that said intrinsic.
Okay.
Oh, that's cool.
What?
That, I've just seen it.
Oh, so I've been doing all this time.
I've been messaging. Steve, are you planning on starting the quiz nights again? Is everybody fitting well to return? Asked Robert.
Robert, I would love to start the quiz nights again, but people are poorly. I'm looking at revamping the quiz so there's something different going on rather than the same thing every single month. But I would love to bring it back, but obviously we've got people who are poorly.
And time's a bit of an issue at the moment, and it's a bit.
Well, it is, but you know, I can still manage it. But we will hopefully have a word with the guys who do the quiz, and then we will come to a decision. And like I said, I want to revamp it anyway because I think it's getting a bit of the same old format gets a bit monotonous. So I think it would be better just to try and spruce it up a little bit. But yeah, we're looking at that. So anyway, yeah. So hopefully we're back. So we've got Carnival, Intrinsic. So we've got
three for Carnivals and 2 Intrinsics.
Carnivals it is then. So I think the middle should be yellow. I need to find some small tubs. Where's all my small tubs? They gone.
When you can get one of these ones?
Hey?
Are they too big?
Which ones? Which ones?
Them ones.
Too big. I had some little shot glasses. I don't know where they're all gone. Must have used them. I'll get some more.
I've got some in the house if you want them.
Oh, that's where they've gone.
No, they're not yours. They're mine.
Right, so Carnival colours. Hampshire Sheen Carnival. Just remember, guys, Hampshire Sheen have a sale on at the moment, 10% off. So if you want to go get your colours or your finishes between now and whenever the sale finishes, now is the time to go over and get them. Or you can get them a little bit cheaper. Right, so a little bit of yellow. So we're going to do the middle yellow. Oh, bother. That's what happens when you put too much on. Look at that. Oh, goodness sake. So middle yellow. I'm going to have to paint the whole thing yellow now. There's going to be different colour variations in. I can still put the other colours over the top, but...
Gerard said, Steve, you should phone a friend for your quiz. Yeah. Benjamin said, Steve, you should do a themed quiz where the contestants have to dress up for the occasion. For example, the next one could have an emo theme.
Emo. Can you see the guys dressing up like that?
Or he said, Steve, did you find the wax?
No, I haven't, Roy. I don't know where it is.
He's tidied up that much, Roy. Oh, no, I don't like that.
Ain't finished yet, love. Don't get excited.
Why didn't you colour it different?
Did you not watch what I just did?
Oh. Clearly not.
The yellow ran all the way down it. So I have to paint it all yellow. If not, the other colours are going to be a different colour. So you can go over the yellow.
Benjamin said the middle's now the Klingspor logo. Brian with the Y said the same.
What?
Starts to look like Kingsmore.
Right.
Chris Dodd said your friend could be Google.
Let's clean this tub out of yellow while that's drying. Yeah, I've got some ideas how to spice it up, but it's just trying to get them to work on a live stream because we're limited to only be able to bring in so many guests on a live stream via StreamYard, unless you pay stupid amounts of money for paid StreamYard or Zoom. There was what someone did mention about doing it so everybody who wanted to watch it paid a fee for the year, say £5 for the whole year to watch all the quizzes, and that would pay for Zoom. But I'm not too keen on that because I don't like the idea that people have got to pay to view. I'd rather do it so everybody can enjoy it, not just certain individuals. But anyway, we'll come up with something. It's a radioactive now. Yeah.
I'm just going to say that.
Warning, warning. Right, so let's go for an orange. Try not to get too much on this time. So just orange here, here, and here, I think. So we're going to dab most of that orange off of there. So orange. Just remember these colours don't really show the true colour until we actually put a sand and sealer over them. Same as the intrinsics. Speaking of Kingsport, Rob's not in, is he?
Don't think so. Benjamin said you need to get a second job to pay for it.
Are you offering me a job, Ben? Right, so that's the orange. I think the next one we'll do red. We'll do red on here, I think. You see that's not quite perfectly centered on that image because this bit is slightly smaller than that one and that one. So it's obviously not perfectly, so we obviously didn't get it perfectly centered. Right, so let's go for red, carnival red. Right, so red on those ones, again just minimal amounts.
Susie said, wouldn't it be easier to paint if... Wouldn't it be easier to paint if you would put the piece of wood on a table to paint it?
Most probably, but you won't be able to see me do it then.
He likes to be awkward.
That's easier because you can rotate it to where your hand is rather than... I like to do it like this actually, I quite like it.
Putting your hand over the top as well.
Yeah.
Because knowing you'd put your hand in it.
Most probably. I don't mind doing this.
Wouldn't you, mate?
I would.
Then it'd be everywhere. Probably easier for any normal person, just not Steve.
Who said I was normal?
That's what I said, any normal person. I didn't say you was normal, babe.
I'm not normal. Normal's boring. Right.
Robert Watwood said, Ben, what do you reckon for a second job for Steve? Male stripper. God, no, he'd have to pay them. Benjamin said, Robert, ideally we'd want something people would be interested in.
What do you reckon all this bit? Do you reckon that should be plum or purple or what's
Which
the
bit?
velvet? This bit here, all this yellow around here.
Around the outside or in the middle?
Around the outside.
Yours is quicker than ours, don't forget.
Well, I've always been quicker than you, but what I'm saying is the outside,
Blue.
do you want blue, not violet?
I'll tell you what, Steve. Tell you what might be nice. Violet. Since you keep on about it.
Or not black. I need some tissue. Where's all my tissue, Nick? What drawer's that in?
One of them, mate.
Not that one. Not that one.
You've got plenty of it.
This one. Here it is.
You reckon it was rubbish?
I didn't, but I'm going to use it. So what do you reckon, guys? Roy's put plumlet.
Yeah, but Roy likes plum. Roy picks plum for everything.
Got a choice. We've got a choice of Mediterranean blue
No, I wouldn't have blue.
or violet. You had your chance. You blew it. You blew
weren't
it.
interested.
Don't talk.
When
You
I
blew
said you weren't interested, so
you had your chance. You blew it.
it's all right. I know my bread's buttered, mate. Don't you worry.
So I'll leave it to the chat. Mediterranean blue or violet. Violet. Two
Blue.
violets. Two violets.
Blue then.
I'm only going what's in the chat. Green? No green. Don't be silly, Chris. Green? No, I don't like
Blue
that.
then.
Violet. Everybody's going violet. I was right, weren't I?
Oh, you got to be right once or twice in your life.
Yeah. Susie's put blue. You're outvoted, Susie. I think everybody's going violet, so violet is what we're going with. These bottles, I don't like the lids on these bottles. They just drip everywhere.
Well, one drip to another, hey?
It'd be better if they were screw tops like the original intrinsics were. So much on that brush.
Oh, will you stop whining?
Wine? I don't drink wine.
Perhaps you need to. Andy the Valley Woodturner said Klingsball colours. We put Brian, I'm consistent.
No, predictable. Right.
Spirit Wind, Stone and Bones on. She said blue on the top of yellow would turn it green.
It would.
Colin said tell Martin to get him to change his design. Perhaps he done it because he wanted him to be different.
Who?
Martin.
Let that dry and give that another coat.
Will it go blue then?
You'll go blue.
Steve needs a glass of red wine. He'd be on his back, Roy.
No,
Just
I don't.
he'd only have to sniff it. He'd be on his back.
I don't need a glass of red
You
wine.
don't drink.
There's more to life than alcohol, that's for sure.
Teetotal, ain't you, bub?
I am. Don't need that muck in my body. I'd rather have a bar of chocolate.
Or a box.
Or
two.
a box of chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
See if we can enhance them colours just a little tiny bit because they look a bit pale and pasty. Just see if we can enhance them just a fraction. Just to that'll go a little bit better. Right, just dry that off with a hot air gun and then we'll give that a second coat of the violet. Yeah, she does, Roy. You're right there.
What?
Bring it up for both of us.
Yeah, too right. I was going to say last night's the first time I drink in a long while, but since New Year's Eve anyway.
Since New Year's Eve. Right, so let's give it a second coat of violet.
Is that your new favourite word?
Violet. It's nearly as good as moist. You can see the difference in there as soon as you put the second coat over it. Much deeper colour. Didn't help that we was going over yellow first, but... What are you doing blowing down the mic?
Robert said, does look a bit inspired, Steve.
Inspired?
We don't like the violet.
Don't he?
You reckon I don't look like violet?
No, it's very... That'll darken up a little bit when you put sand and cedar over the top of it.
Spirit Wind and Bone said, is this piece a wall art or does it have another purpose? I was late to the party.
It's hashtag week, Heather. So it's hashtag wall art, but it can't be square, round, or rectangle. It has to be an unusual shape. Hence why I'm doing a hexagonal, and I've turned it off center to get it so it's the circles interlock like they are. So
Dance Vardmark said, did everyone of a certain age have an Auntie Vi?
yeah, I did.
You did, didn't
you?
Yeah. Doug Miller said looks pink to him, and so Heather said the same.
Yeah, it is a pinky colour, isn't it? It's not. It's it is a little bit deeper. Like I said to you the other night, I still got to tweak the colours on these cameras, so it's not perfect, but see if it's better on the other one. See if it's better on that one.
Yeah, but you know, we all know cameras never give true colours, regardless of.
Yeah, they never give a true. Don't matter how well you get them. Let's go back to the red. A little bit of red. But these will dark up a little bit once you put sand and cedar on. They, like I said, don't help because I put yellow underneath them first. Because obviously I went over the top with the yellow. But they will change colour a little bit once you
Weren't
get.
The top, it was the bottom.
That was the whole thing.
Because you've now gone over the top with a different colour. I hate to tell you.
God, I hate people. Women.
Hate people? You're doing the wrong thing then, mate, if you hate people. Yeah. You hate people that tell you when you're just saying things wrong.
Oh, I'm just going to ignore you from now on, I think. It's the easiest way.
Nothing new there, mate. Nothing new there. You said that?
Right. So let's get rid of that.
Ruby said she was thinking to make a good hot plate.
Hot plate.
You don't even know what that is, do you?
That's what you put a hot pan on.
Oh, you do know? Oh, my God.
I'm not as stupid as you look, love. You know what I mean?
Just because you don't know how to use a pan, though.
Oh, I do. I know how to boil water.
You made yourself noodles the other night, didn't you, babe?
Oh, I did. You wouldn't cook for me, so I had to.
Super noodles.
Super.
Blech.
Yeah, they was about yeah, and all. The actual flavour came from the OXO cube I put in them.
That's normally the best way to do it. That's what the kids used to do. Oh, there is some other like stock cube things in there, not the OXO ones, a different one.
Stock pot.
No, they're the normal ones.
Right, so I think that's about as far as we're going to go.
A trivet. Yeah, so we just got a trivet. What would put cameras never lie? Well, they damn well do. Malcolm Douglas is on.
Hi, Malcolm. How you doing? Like I say, I still.
I can hear you now.
I will get them better. It just takes time.
You'll get better.
Yeah, I'll get better. I'll get better. Give it another 10 years, I'll know what I'm doing.
Only 10?
Yeah. Well, I'm going to practice a lot.
Yay! House to myself.
Right, so what we need to do now is we need to dry that off, clean up the edges, and then give it a coat of sand and sealer. And then we should be about there. I may put a clear lacquer over the front of it just to protect it.
Why do you put sand and sealer on to seal the colours of the paint?
Yep. So it's dry. So let's take this out of here. It's chuck. Put that on there. Go back to this overhead camera. So that is that. So let's get these sides cleaned up, get all that black off of those sides. Should be a light sand up with a 240.
Doug Miller's got to go.
See you later, Doug. Thanks for coming over.
Ruby's got to go as well. Got
See you
2
later,
students arriving shortly. Good luck.
Thank you, Ruby. See you later. Have a good day.
Dances with Aardvark says the shape is a form of Celtic Triskelion.
Posh.
Frederick Day's on.
Oh, Frederick, how you doing?
That's a silent hairdryer.
That was a sander.
But something here, the sound on it says can or can't hear it. Can't see that stupid love hearts on there. You still ain't got rid of.
Right, let's get some sand and sealer. I have some spray sand and sealer from Hampshire Sheen. Let's give it a quick dusting of that, just to seal it. So this should change the colour once we get a bit of sealer over the top of it. That should change the colour a little bit. So it just makes the colours a little bit richer. So let's just dry that off.
Adrian Olsen's on.
Hi Adrian, how are you?
He put late as usual.
So Adrian. You ain't missed much, mate.
Alan Gibbs said, Steve, put a wee horse in the middle and you could have your own wee fairer. Oh no, wee Ferrari, sorry.
Oh, Ferrari.
I was just looking and thought.
So what we do is we just put a little bit of sand and sealer on the edges, just to seal the edges as well. But we'll use wipe on for this.
Adrian Olsen said, very pretty, Steve, but it's not very round.
No. That's the idea of it, Adrian. It's not allowed to be round. Alright, so that's sand and sealer on it. So I'm going to put some... I'm just going to... Is that dry? Yeah, it's dry. So we're just going to get a bit of white Scotch-Brite. If I can find a piece. Here. And we're just going to gently rub over that, just to take any dust out of it. Because we may end up with a bit of dust in our lacquer if we're not careful. So just gently over that. Just get an air gun just to blow the dirt off of it. So now we're going to put some acrylic gloss lacquer over the top, just to seal the colours in. So just a couple of light coats. So we'll dry that one off, then we'll give it another one. And what that should do is, the lacquer, the black lacquer should be a glossy colour. And then the colours should just have like a little sheen to them. They shouldn't be glossy. Even though it's gloss lacquer, it takes a lot to build up the gloss coats. Right, so that's dry. So we'll just give that another light dusting. That's the dust pan on the floor. So we're going to turn it the other way this time. So before we went with the grain like that, now we're going to go against the grain.
Gerard's got to go.
See you, Gerard. Thanks for coming over, mate. Nice to see you.
Going to see more of him because he's down to a few days a week, and I think he retires in February.
Oh, good man. Be good to see you, mate. Wrong cupboard. Right, so that'll be
You
it.
need labels on them cupboards.
Yeah, I ain't been here for such a long while. That's trouble.
Well, you have, but just not turning.
Yeah. Not everything's got to be round, Adrian. Adrian's put, but you're a wood turner. Got 3 round rings in the middle.
He's bringing out his artistic side.
Something like that. Second coat sound a little wet and dry. You reading the chat?
Nope. Wooden Burls on.
Hi Hayley, how are you?
Brent B. Crofts on as well.
Hi Brent. Hope you're well. So that's dry-ish, he says. Take my gloves off. Oh, my hands are all wet. Same thing with rubber gloves, isn't it? Right, so there we have one. I'm going to stand it in there. If I can get it in there without dropping out. Fits in there somehow because it came out. Just gently nip that up.
Dancer Advax has got to go.
See you later, mate. Thanks for coming over. So that is one wall art, piece of wall art that is not square, round, triangle, whatever you want to call it. Hexagonal wall art with off-center turning. So yeah, something different, something a little bit different, which is what it's all about. So I think, don't know if I like it now. I like the shape and I like the turning. I don't know if I like the colouring. I think it should have been more vibrant. The colour should have been a lot more vibrant. I mean, the cameras don't show it as vibrant as what it is anyway, but it should have been more vibrant. It should have been really in your face. But it is what it is. But as always, it's your interpretation of what we think it should be. So let's zoom that in a little bit so you can see it a little bit better. So there you go. There is my piece of wall art. No, I ain't got labels on the cupboards, Robert. I usually know where things are, but because I haven't been in there for a while, well, I've been in there but not turning, I sort of just lose where things are. But I'll be all right. I've got all year to catch up. So anyway, yeah. So as I said from the beginning, it's wall art, inspired wall art, unusual shape. So if you want to hand cut an unusual shape, that's fine. But it's not allowed to be square, rectangle, or round. It's got to be an unusual shape. Unusual shape. Need something turning in the centre. Do you reckon, Ben? I quite like the centre open like that. I quite like it because it's like a curved triangle. I quite like that like that. But yeah, sometimes less is more in it. You know what I mean? You put too much or more in it, and it's you just don't look right. But no, I like it. I like it. Like I say, I'm not keen on the colouring, but I do like it. I do like the effect, but these should have been more vibrant colours, I think. But it is what it is. Too late. It's done now.
Mhm.
We're not going to cry over spilt milk, as they say. Let's get rid of this brush. Put them back in the drawer out of the way. So, as always, 2 weeks today. Nick, what's 2 weeks next? What's 2 weeks last Friday, please?
What's it working? Can't do that one because we're not. Oh no, we are here. Sorry. Yeah. 19th.
Yes, the week before we're not here.
Yeah, and the week after. 19th.
The 19th. So, if you can get your pictures over to me
Oh no.
by the 19th to skkrafts@btnet.com. Nick's now going to put the link in the email in the chat. Then I will do a montage for the Sunday, which will be, what day did we say? The 19th.
21st, yeah, 21st.
So that will be the 21st. We've got something happening on the 21st.
Not January. Yes,
Oh.
we have.
What?
We've got escape rooms, but it's not till 4.
Oh, okay. Right. So yes. So
Roy says, very good, Steve. Len said, looks good, Steve. Woodridge by Colin, very cool design. Enchanted Wood Designs is on, says, nice.
thank you.
Robert Vault would like it, Steve. Spirit Woodstone should have made it blue. Wurzel said, blame that blasted Klingsborough yellow.
Yeah, I think if the yellow hadn't have been spilt all over it, the purple or the violet, should I say, would have took better. But I think because I spilt yellow all over it, that don't help it. So anyway, that's what it is.
Learn from your mistakes.
Learn from mistakes, exactly that. Right, so
Like Lily did.
let's come back on this camera here. Intro cam, turn these off. Got many lights to turn off now. Right, so yes, so as always, hashtag week, send me your pictures and then I will do a montage and it will be shown on Sunday the 21st. So looking good, looking forward to that. So hopefully I'll see some nice inspired pieces. As long as they're not square, rectangle or round.
Adrian said, very striking, Steve. I like it, even though it's not round.
Thanks, Adrian. So other than that, yeah, that is about it. Thanks, guys, for today. Like I say, it's first hashtag of the year, so let's try and make this year's hashtag weeks bigger and better. We're going to try and get a little bit more technical into it, but don't let them it's disheartening you. Have a go. It's all about having a go. It doesn't matter it doesn't matter what it looks like. It's about having a go. Get in the workshop. Get out of your comfort zone. Have a go. Try and see what you come up with. You might surprise yourself. Everybody can do it. It just takes a little bit of thinking, a little bit of practice. And this is the ideal thing to get in the workshop and have a go. We're not looking for pristine pieces. We're looking for you to go out in the workshop and say you've actually had a go at it. That's what we're looking for. So we'll try my best to get time in the shop. Yes, Wurzel, make sure you get in the workshop and have a go. Doesn't matter how big it is. You do a little tiny piece. If you don't want to do a, I mean, that piece is only 100, what did I say it was? 165 mil across there. It could be smaller. Just do a little tiny 4-inch piece. Just so you get, it doesn't matter how big it is. Just have a go. Just have a go.
It's about having a bit of fun, like Len said. Have fun in the workshop.
Exactly that. Have a bit of fun. That's what it's all about. If you're not enjoying it, then you're no point doing it. So anyway, happy New Year, Douglas. So anyway, thank you very much for coming and joining us. I hope you've enjoyed. Hope it's inspired you to get out there and have a go. I look forward to seeing your pictures. As always, send them over to me via email because Messenger don't always get the best quality pictures. So if you can send them over to me through email, that would be absolutely perfect. But other than that, guys, have a great week. Don't forget Terry's on tonight Terry from Hecking Arts is on tonight. He will be starting his live at 7 o'clock. Have you got his link there, Nick, or not?
Nope.
You going to find it?
Nope.
You are. She will. She will.
Pause on tomorrow.
Right, Andy, get your pictures into me by the 19th of January, mate, and then I will do the montage for the 21st. So So like I say, let's get everybody having a go. Everybody having a go.
He's not put a link in.
Oh, is he not? I'm sure.
Oh, yes, he has.
Yes, he
Scheduled
has.
for the 1st of July, 7 p.m. Sorry.
There you go.
So it's because you put hashtag week on there.
He did.
Yeah.
Ooh, so Terry's doing his piece tonight. That'd be interesting. Terry usually comes up with something quite interesting.
So Colin said, weather permitting, I'll try and get in the shed. Joe Gruffalo, thanks, looks great. Lynn's handcrafted wood signs. Thank you, Steve and Nikki. Chris Dodd's good. I only have to think a little.
Yeah. That's so. That hasn't got to be huge. When you zoom in and take a photograph, it looks huge. So don't worry about it. Doesn't matter how big it is. It's about getting it on the lathe and having a go. So anyway, guys, thank you very much all for coming over and joining us. If I haven't already wished you a happy new year, then happy new year to each and every one of you.
Happy New Year.
And we will see you next. No, we won't see you next Sunday because we're both working next Sunday. But I will be back Friday evening, and I will be getting in touch with all the guys, and we will be trying to sort out something for the next quiz. I promise you, it's coming back, but it's just time related. Obviously, a couple of the members have been poorly, and we need to wait for them to recuperate. Or if they're unable to come back, then we'll need to find some new members. But other than that, we will be bringing it back, but it's just time. So anyway, guys, thank you very much for coming over and joining us. Have a great rest of your weekend. Take care. Speak to you soon, and bye for now. Take care, guys. Bye.
Bye.
That's all, folks.